From every corner to every screen, welcome to Everywhere is Good TV, bringing you stories that entertain, inform, and inspire. I am Peter Mary here today, and thanks for joining us. Now, at Everywhere is Good TV, we're committed to bringing you meaningful conversations that help you stay connected, engaged, and understand the issues shaping our world. And on today's episode, we'll be focusing on the role of drone in security and counterterrorism operation and how this emerging technology is helping security agencies tackle security threats. And also we'll be diving into also politics, talking about implementation of governance and how it can affect and improve our governance. So to discuss this important conversation, I have two guests with me in the studio. I have the one of them is a security expert and who also have a vast knowledge of the use of drone for security purposes, Mr. Justin Uga. It's a pleasure to have you again, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me on this show.
All right, our second guest is Honorable Godwin Johnson Casey. He is the Assistant U Leader of the ADC in Nasarawa State and also the founder of the Unified Movement Support Group for Good Governance. It's a pleasure to have you, Mr. Honorable Godwin. Sorry.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Okay, so we'll start from Mr. Justin, sir. We've heard a lot about the use of drone. Can you tell us what the use of drone in supporting security operations? Can you tell us what this entails and why has drone become such an important tool for security operations?
Thank you so much. We know that security is evolving and there are a series of advancements in the recent time. And coping with the fact that most of the time we are not able to solve certain problems because of insecurity. Insecurity is a bone on the throat of every person right now, especially in this part of the world, and particularly in Nigeria. They are a very concerned constituency. Drones are known to be recent technology that is helping us to cope insecurity across the board, particularly in Nigeria where we have a lot of unmanned areas, large chunk of forests, porous borders, and a lot of atrocity being committed in a very high-risk environment. Drones are becoming what we need to explore as an option, not just as a nation, globally every person is heading towards that. Number one, we understand that drone as they are not just drone. We have stuff like unmanned area systems. It's called a system because most of the time it's not just an equipment. It is not just a system. It simply is a combination of so many activities being played. All right. So it's important for us as individuals to begin to learn around all of that. Now, drones are unmanned area surveillance or systems.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. You've given us explanation on how the use of drone is and how important they are for our security operation. Let's go into politics. I'll be directing this question to Godwin. As a youth leader of a state, looking at the governance and the situation of our nation today, how can you influence or assist the current state of governance to improve it? I mean, like we agitated for the youth to join into politics. So, as a youth leader, how do you see that we can improve or assist the current governance to make it better?
Thank you. You see, first of all, we need to understand politics. And politics is very broad. With the current situation of the nation, we will understand that people are suffering. Mothers are crying for the future of their children. Prices are high every day. And it is very high time for the youth to participate in politics. Our leaders today, they are into power right from their youthful age. And they are supposed to mentor the youth. Because in life, we have generation from generation to generation. They are supposed to mentor people that will take over them, that will take the mantle of leadership from them. Just like my fellow colleague said, the world is evolving. What they knew before is not what is happening now. Most of them are outdated. The current situation, we are in a global stage now. We started from pre-colonial era to colonial era, from colonial era to imperialism, from imperialism to the global stage that we are today, and which is the highest stage of human exploitation. It is for the youth all to participate fully, to be able to contribute to the change that we are looking for today. Sitting at the corner, making noise cannot effect changes. Sitting at the corner cannot effect changes. You see, it is high time for we to understand that if they say politics is bad, if you are a good one, why can't you come and join and clean up the dirty game that I'm doing? As a mother, when you train up a child, you know, family is the first institution that we know. We have political institution, we have religious institution, economic institution, and so on. Then we as parents, we mold our children. We are training them for what? To be leaders of tomorrow.
All right, we'll be asking the next question. I like that you mentioned the importance of drones in our security operation, and like we know we are in the 21st century, and the world is getting digital and it's evolving over time. Now we'll move a little bit to politics. Let's get into a little bit of politics. I'll be asking Honorable Godwin for this question. As a youth leader, I mean, we are agitating for the youth to join politics now to be more engaged. So how can we, actually, looking at our current nation situation today, how can we help the current government? How can we assist the state of governance in Nigeria to move better? That's my question.
Thank you. You see, to answer your question, before someone will participate in politics, you need to understand what politics is all about. Politics, in a simple term, it means people come together to make decisions about how to live, how to share resources, and how to solve problems. By the time you understand that politics is about making decisions, how to share resources and how to solve problems, then this is where you need to observe critically. Do you have that potential to participate fully in politics? Because you cannot embark on a business when you don't know that business. If you invest in that business, the business will crash. No matter the amount of money you put in that business. You see, I happen to be a graduate of Equal Theological Seminary in Kaduna. Some people call me pastor. I can be able to own a church or work with any existing ministry. But because of this your question that you ask, how can we be able to make impact in assisting the good governance in our country? That was the reason why I embarked fully in politics. Because just like we all know, things are hard. Just like I said, people are suffering. Mothers are crying for the future of their children. We did not just go to school to learn. When we graduate, we're after white collar jobs or any other jobs. We go to school to learn about the problems that's affecting the society. Then when we graduate, we come to profound solution in solving those problems, not just for our personal self. So it is high time for our youth to join politics, not sitting at the corner complaining. It is only cowards who complains. You cannot be shifting blames that the government are bad why you did not join to impart what you have in solving one or two problems. When we say politics is a dirty game, that is dirty people are the ones that make it dirty. If you are clean, why can't you join the politics to come and clean up the dirtiness in the politics? We cannot spiritualize, we are Christian, you can't spiritualize politics. Because even in the scripture, the Bible says, when the righteous rule it, the people what? The people enjoy. But when the bad ones are in power, people suffer, people groan. So if you know that you are a good person, it's high time for us to what? To join the politics. When we have 100 righteous people in the midst of 10 ungodly people, who will dominate? The righteous ones will take over. But when we have the ungodly 100 and we have 10 righteous, some people say if you cannot beat them, you what? You enjoy them. So all I have to say, for us to have good governance, those that are in power, you should know that we are practicing democracy. It is people that elected you to be there to represent them. What they need: transparency, accountability, inclusiveness. We don't underrate anybody. Engage everybody, create job opportunity. The hospitals, let there be drugs. Let's have schools that have teachers. Let's have schools that the children did not sit on the floor while learning. I believe when we have these types of leaders, Nigeria will be better.
All right. I appreciate the fact that you mentioned that the youth themselves, they should bring themselves more into politics. And giving the example when you say, if you can't beat them, you join them, the phrase that people use nowadays. Now, I have a question about that. Well, I think we'll get back to it because I know that a lot of people argue the fact that is space given for these good, righteous people to come in? Are we not dominated by more of the bad? Space are not being given for the good ones to come in, or they are influenced in other ways. A lot of people can argue that. But before we get back to that, I would like to go back to Mr. Justin. A bit about the drone, because it's interlocked in a way, because the youth themselves are the ones to bring, they're the brainwash. I mean, let's leave the old ones, people of the millennium, probably we're not advancing technology as of then. Now we're in a new generation. We have the youth who have the knowledge to build things to help our security operations so that we'll have lesser of this threat we're facing now. Looking at the drones now, surveillance drones are there. They're androids. There are different varieties of drones that can be used for security operation. How can we use surveillance drone in detecting terrorist attack or any threat whatsoever, and especially in remote or forested areas?
Thank you so much. What are the things? Detective information, detective technology built into several of those drones can tell us where there are huts, can tell us where people are hiding in the caves, in thick forests. They will be able to detect the heat from human body. Gathering those informations will help the security operative take off at a particular designated time and eliminate them far before they cause a mayhem, as well as tracking their movement. Tracking their movement, because some drones, or most of these drones, well kitted, because that's why they are systems. They will be able to gather for us informations that shows movements of vehicles, presence of cooking fire somewhere. It shows presence of individual transiting from one point to the other. And once that is properly analyzed, and then the security agencies who are so charged with the responsibility of eliminating these individuals who are causing mayhem, it will be more easier. Now, the last thing I want to say on that is the fact that most times the personnel could get tired. It gets more risky for them to get into the thick forest, like the Sambisa forest. But when drones are deployed, it reduces the risk of our personnel. Have you been hearing police are being killed, soldiers are being killed, personnel are being killed in course of operations? We should come to a zero tolerance for casualty on the part of either the citizens or the personnel. And it has what? Technology combined with the recent development called AI. Listen, Ukraine are using AI. They are using drones for most of the war. The recent war that broke out between the US, the Israelis, and Iran, they are drone based. So we have zero casualty of personnel. So it is advisable for government to tap into these words. We should advance, we should stop these Adamic age operations that people use spear. The other man is facing you with spear, you are facing you with spear. It depends on who get the other one down first. No. Man, these are people, parents, they are breadwinners, they are noble citizens that the government have invested so much in training them. We should not make them to be wasting the way we are in country a lot of those things, particularly in the Nigeria climate. Thank you.
I know that we may see like locating threats in difficult terrains can seem very daunting sometimes, but with the use of technology now, it has made it very simple. Now, when I bring my question back to Honorable Godwin, how do you think we can make more youths more informed? You've mentioned why they should come. Can you give them reason why they should be in policy? Like I mentioned before, you said we have a lot of good people. Of course, the cabinet will be producing good results. Do you think the youth believe in that system? Are the old ones allowing the young ones to come in with their fresher ideas, their innovative ideas to change something in the government?
Yeah. You see, the reason why the youth need to stand up on their feet to participate fully now is because they will understand that many of them are graduating every year from school, but there's no job. A lot of you today, some are even master's holders, but the job they can offer to them is security guard.
I believe politics is the best area to enter.
A lot of them, some of them, will end up working in a hotel as a porter, as a barman, we have some are drivers and so on. How much is their salary? How much are they paying them? Well, I'm not asking them to come into politics because they want to make money, but they should join the politics to make impact positively. They should join politics so that they can be able to bring the dividend of democracy to the doorstep of the masses. So, how can we be able to influence them to do that? That is why Unified Movement Support Group for Good Governance come on board. We'll be organizing seminars to change the mindset, the thinking faculty of the people out there. Because the system have corrupted their way of thinking. There's a lot of doubt, lack of trust that is going on. Nobody wants to believe anyone. That is why when you see a politician today from social party, you come to this environment, everybody will come out. We are with you, we are with you. He will go. Another one will come from another party. He will come, we are with you. Who are they with? Are they telling the truth? And these politicians too, they believe it's a game. They will come and they will give to you what you want. 5,000, 2,000, Maggi and other things. And you go and choose wrongly. We will teach them, the Unified Movement will teach them how to assess a credible leader. We will teach them to understand the implication of you collecting 5,000 naira to sell your conscience to suffer for 4 years or 8 years. We have programs on ground to carry on, to be able to influence the youth to join politics.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, like that is more encouraging. There's a movement and a foundation where they can join and build something and make themselves impactful to our government. Because of course we need more of the youth to join politics so that fresh ideas Lastly, I want to go back to Mr. Justin. This is speaking about the use of drone for security operation. So, in a situation where we have a breach in communication network, how can we use drone to correct this communication to bring back the network so that we can have a functionable operation?
Okay, thank you so much. Again, drones usually, like I said it from the beginning, it's not just called drone, it's a system. So part of what can be kitted into a drone is a radar that can help analyze situation and gather information on situation report in those very high risk environment to be able to get the base properly informed on what is happening there. Drones are not telecommunications gadgets, but we can actually install or kit it in such a way that it will still be gathering information for everybody, and not just for everybody through the right channel. So I want to say it, drones are good. Drones are the recent technology. Drones is the advancement. Drones could be used for so many things across board, whether in the maritime, in telecommunication, in military operation, or in simple territorial security operations. And it is important for us as a people to look at that direction and motivate and let our government invest heavily on it. You don't just fly a drone in the air. Every country is guarded by airspace policies. There is no strange drone that could cross the Nigeria airspace and the government will not bring it down if they are not aware that the drone is going to cross the airspace. And so it is the direct responsibility of our government. I know that they are actually working in that direction, but let's improve it beyond the ISR. The ISR is intelligent sovereign renaissance that is currently being practiced being worked on, operating around the African region. And Nigeria is not an exception. We should advance into using unmanned, drones to actually confront our security challenges head-on and restore certain level of communication. Sometimes you pass through some area, your communication has been cut off maybe as a result of terrorists or attack or or banditry or kidnapping. But most of these guys still use some form of communication. We should be able to kit our drones with detective gadgets or systems that will help us extract specifically we are these hoodlums, we are these bandits. Track them down, take them off the ship, and allow Nigeria to breathe. And I believe we will go somewhere. I believe in this government. For any person to be a president, he has the power. He only needs to demonstrate the will to execute the right thing. And we are sure that if we are ready, we can solve our security problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that insightful knowledge about that. Lastly, before we go, we want to direct our last question to Honorable Godwin. How can we manage public resources more effectively and transparently?
Okay, thank you for this question. You see, the local government chairman, if you want to be transparent for people to believe in you as a leader, there's need for the leadership quarterly to come up with a budget every quarterly. Organize town hall meeting to let the people know that this is the expenditure of a particular budget for a particular purpose. So in doing that, tomorrow when you come out and tell the people that you want to go for a particular position again, they will believe in you. And they will canvass vote massively for you. Thank you.
So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for the insights you shared with us today. I am sure the viewer out there has learned something very important today. And that brings us to the end of today's program. And until we come your way next time, I still remain your host, Peter Mary here today. But before we go, I would like to give our guests opportunity to reintroduce themselves for our viewers out there who might want to reach out to them. I will start with Mr. Justin. Please, sir.
Okay, my name is Justin Uga. You can find me in YouTube, in Facebook, and in Instagram, Twitter. Always get there, Justin Uga. You will be able to get reliable information that will help update your knowledge on security. Thank you.
All right. And Honorable Godwin, for people that want to join your movement, you can tell them how they can do that.
Alright, if you want to join my movement, you can get me on Honorable Godwin John Casey on my YouTube channel and Honorable Godwin John Casey 94 on my YouTube channel and also on Facebook, Honorable Godwin John Casey.
Thank you very much. All right, that brings us to the end of today's episode. Until we come your way next time, I will be your host, Peter Mary today. Bye for now.